When you start taking back your own life, your own power, your own voice, your own truth, you realize that everything is either working for you or against you. Sometimes we think things are working against us when really it's working for us. We see it as bad, but it's necessary. So in the end, it works out for our good. What they meant for evil turns out for our good. I'm saying all this to say the people that's controlling the narrative, that's their purpose. Regardless of what they do behind the scenes, who gives a fuck? Their purpose is to create a narrative. And I say this because it really fucked me up when I started taking back my own thoughts and thinking for myself and doing the experiments for myself. There's so many things and brands and items and whatever on the market, whether we buying a car, whether we buying a TV, whether we buying eggs. Okay, speaking of eggs, this is the purpose of this voice over. I already did a voiceover for this, but as much as I loved eggs, I wasn't trying to find an excuse to eat eggs. I really fucks with eggs. I like eggs in all forms, except the runny one. I think that's the poached one. I'm not sure. Yeah, where it's half done. Nah, I'm good. That's like eating half done meat. I need my shit done. Okay, that's sidebar. But anyway, I do like over easy where it's like a little bit of yolk, but it's got to be mainly hard on the inside. When you do that fried egg, oh my God, a good fried egg is half, like 3/4 hard, and then a little bit is runny. Now I can do that, but not a whole ass runny one. No, I can't do that. But the reason why, okay, that's sidebar too. But anyway, eggs was a big deal. I would say about a year ago, 2 years ago. Everybody was talking about how expensive eggs was. And I'm like, damn, that's not in my world. I'm looking at eggs every goddamn where I go. I'm on a land where I'm looking at chickens and they running wild and free. People got so many chickens in their yard, in their land. My world didn't reflect that of which they were having in other worlds or one particular world. And they was all online talking about how damn expensive eggs are and all this and all that. My whole thing for this is everything is either against you or for you. Because if we look at the air, we look at the water, we look at the land, we look at the seas. I mean, everything. In a sense, what they put out there, that's what they told us, it's been tainted. Everything. So if you go and eat eggs in, let's say, per se, America, from a grocery store, 9 times out of 10, they're in the refrigerator. And so me being in a continent, country, city, I'm noticing all the eggs is outside. What the fuck? So as I'm enlightened, I remember some of my training, and I remember listening to a video where a guy said eggs is not supposed to be in the refrigerator. So all these years growing up, we was eating, that's where we kept our eggs. Who the fuck knew that they stayed in the basket or somewhere outside the refrigerator? Now, don't get me wrong. People in the country that had farms, like people who had farms, they knew the deal. But most of the city niggas didn't know what the fuck, what the hell. We're just getting what y'all sold us in the store. Who the fuck knew that eggs did not go in the refrigerator? Since I've been here, I have not put eggs in the refrigerator. I don't know if that's changing my form or not, my DNA, my cells. I don't know what the fuck. I'm just going off of what this world offers. You see what I'm saying? And so Being that the eggs are on the outside, I'm like, okay, well, it had me dive a little deeper. I was looking for something online and I needed egg, and somehow, whatever, it led me to the benefits of egg. And when I looked it up, and I was really amazed at the health benefits of egg. So anything that's good for us, they've made it bad. And anything that's bad for us, they've made it good. Everything is fucking reversed. It's not a matter of being a vegetarian, a fucking vegan, or carnivore. All this shit is tainted. If you look at it that way, because that's the way they narrated it. Is that the word? Yeah, narrated. Yeah, that's the way they narrated it. I said narrated. I don't even know if that's a fucking word. If it ain't, you know what it is. You know what it meant. You know what I meant to say. Shit. They narrated it that way. But when you come in your own power, walk in your own power, speak your truth, fucking motherfucking apologetically, you gotta say that shit with your chest. For real. You gotta speak from your diaphragm. You see what I'm saying? You have to speak with confidence, even if you don't know how to say it. Just fucking say it however it come out. A lot of people don't like the way I say what I say because I cuss. Well, that's the way I express myself. I didn't go to fucking college and learn all them goddamn spells. Them big ass words. Who the fuck gonna be? Who are you talking to? Shit. You ain't talking to nobody in the hood. Ain't nobody got time for all that shit. We ain't trying to reach the motherfuckers that wrote the words. We ain't, y'all, that's who y'all talking to when y'all use them big ass words. Y'all trying to attract those people. Who gives a fuck? I'm talking to the people that relate to me. It's a lot of motherfuckers that's on YouTube that's scared to use cuss words. Oh, because my channel is gonna get taken down. Then what the fuck are you doing it for? If you can't speak your truth the way you want to speak your truth, or let your guests come on and speak their truth the way they speak their truth, what the fuck are you doing it for? Clicks and views. Let's be real. Oh, don't say this word. Don't say that word. We can't cuss on this channel. Oh, I gotta take. Oh, I'm sorry. What the fuck? You are an adult. Shit. You are an adult, right? Okay, but again, here we go with the fucking labels. Just because you are 30 years old, 40 years old, 70 years old, 80 years old, 50 years, it don't matter up and down this ladder. If you don't think for yourself, you are not an adult. You still a fucking child and you still need your goddamn hand held. If you can't walk, I don't give a fuck if you got $1 million or $1. If you can't walk proud of who you are in this day and time, something is wrong with this picture. We got a long ways to go to unite. If y'all motherfuckers can't even think for yourself, what do you really want? Do you want this shit or not? You can't be out here talking about love and peace and hair grease and then be on fuckery. You can't be out here trying to get your damn friend back who fucked you over 10 years ago and you still mad about that shit. You can't be mad at your goddamn coworker or your boss who set you up to get fired. That was 30 years ago. Y'all still mad at shit that you slept with you had a boyfriend and your girlfriend slept with him. Your sister slept with your man. So fucking what? You shouldn't have been bragging about how big his dick was. You shouldn't have been bragging about how much he loves you. You shouldn't have been bragging about all the shit he does for you. It's not that you're not happy and you can't say it. It's just that who you was saying it to, bitches that was jealous of you. So what, they your fucking sister? So what, they your mama, your auntie, your best friend? Who gives a fuck? In this day and time, everybody is up for a new contract. I don't know who the fuck you are no more. Because a lot of people have chose their sides and you really see who the fuck they are. Because they still own that shit. Who gives a fuck if you eat meat? I had to go through, I'm speaking from my experience. When my motherfucking ass got hungry and I was really on this vegetarian, vegan ass shit and I couldn't find nothing because there was nothing healthy in the area that I was in. I was like in an industrial area. I was in Dallas in Pleasant Grove area on that one strip where ain't no fucking food but highway. And it ain't no grocery store. I forget the name of that damn street, but ain't no grocery store. All I saw was goddamn, and that was the first time I had that shit too, and it was good as fuck. Oh, what's the name of that goddamn hamburger spot in Dallas, in Pleasant Grove area, wherever the fuck? It's not Pleasant Grove area, but it's all the way. Oh God, I can't think of it. It's not Hardee's. Hell no. Whatever the name of that shit was, and they had bacon cheeseburgers. Oh my goddamn. That shit was so fucking good. Oh, they cooked the bacon. The bacon was crispy. It was thin. It wasn't too hard and thick. That it wasn't that country bacon. It was that thin that really just set right. Oh my god damn. And the cheese was good. Oh, that was the best motherfucking hamburger. I was on that shit every day, or at least twice a week, because I had to keep going up and down, up and down. Then nigga, I was only getting anyway. I'm telling too much of my business, but it don't matter. Whatever that fucking hamburger spot was, that shit was it. So I'm speaking on the fact that I'm trying to kick it with my family reunion style ass energy. And they got all this fucking food and I should have ate it. But I didn't, because I'm a vegetarian and everybody was fucking laughing at me. But I'm trying to be on this health shit, trying to be right, do right. Shit, walking in my truth. I didn't give a fuck they was laughing at me. I knew what I was doing it for. And then later on down the line, they start changing their health habits. You see what I'm saying? So by you walking in your truth, you are able to share something with them, and with somebody you haven't met before or seen in a while, and they see the new you and they like, wait a minute, hold on. I'm kind of digging this new you, or I hate you now. Either or. They liked you when you was in your down, when you wasn't standing up for yourself, when you wasn't talking. Well, you always spoke up for yourself. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. But at some point, you were easily manipulated because you were a kind, giving person and always laughing, joyful. And they said, oh, she'll do it. And then they sit in the background. Look at her. There she go. That kind of shit. What the fuck? You the one sending me on this journey, and you looking at me like a damn idiot, like a damn fool for some shit you want me to do for you. Nigga, I ain't gotta do it. I'm doing it out the kindness of my heart. But you want to take advantage of it now, it's a problem. Because I'm not that same person I was before. So I am not going to bounce or jump at every beck and call, or every time you bark, I'm supposed to stand at attention. The fuck? When you take back your power, you can eat meat. It's how you eat it. Where did it come from? Who's preparing it? Where did it grow? Was it in the lab, or was it shit, grass-fed, free, just roaming the motherfucking land? It's a big difference. Yeah, I wouldn't eat that meat in America. Hell no. I was vegetarian for a reason. But if I'm gonna fuck up, let me fuck up good. Let me go get a good ass motherfucking hamburger, because I know this shit ain't real anyway. Or I'm gonna try to eat some meat that's supposed to be healthy, lean, and all this shit, but it came out the fucking factory. Hey, pick your poison. It's your fucking mindset. It's your mindset on how you perceive things. Just because you see somebody over there eating hog maws and grits, and god damn, that sounds good. I don't eat hog maws, but grits, I got grits and I'm gonna make me some. Look, fuck you. I'm eating good because you know why? These grits is made out of the corn that's made from this land. Ghana. I know this is real corn. Even if it's the artificial corn, I know it's fresher than the corn that's sitting in that goddamn Albert's box. I know that much. And I can make my own corn. It's plenty, mes brais. You see what I'm saying? So it's not a matter of, I thought you was vegan. Oh, I thought you was vegetarian. A lot of people have died being a fucking vegetarian, a vegan. It's your mindset when you eat. What does it say in the Bible? I don't know the exact scripture, but I know it say eat and pray. Shit. Pray and eat. No, yeah, pray and eat. If your intentions is good to satisfy the soul at the time, even if you eating a goddamn coffee and donut, talk to yourselves and say, here, this is food nourishment for the time being. Take in the nutrients that's with this meal. Your intentions is good. You're feeling happy. That's what's gonna go in your body. Love. Oh, I love this. Oh, this is But you know the outtake of certain things if you don't do right by it. You can't eat it all the time, every day, all day. Yeah, we have our habits and we have our knickknacks and we have our addictions. Yours might be sex. Shit. Yours, the other person might be alcohol, drugs. It don't matter. The thing is incorporating both, merging with them both. In the beginning, they was eating from the land, right? They was eating fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, berries, shit like that. But when that motherfucking flood came, they had to eat what they had to eat. That's when they started sacrificing the animals, because it wasn't no more fresh berries, fruits, nuts, all the shit was wiped out. So everything had to take time to grow. So what we gonna eat? All right, animal, you next. It's not a matter of eating meat to survive. It's a matter of sparingly. Eat your fruits and your vegetables and your nuts and your grains. And hell, there's people here in Africa that have never been to the dentist and have pearly white teeth. You know what they eat? Sugar cane. You chomp on some sugar cane, that's a natural toothbrush. They chew on neem sticks. Before there was toothbrushes, a lot of them don't even use toothpaste and toothbrush. They use sticks, not the sticks they sell at the damn African shop that they have in some of these stores in America. Trust me, I've been there. These are not the same sticks. These are not the same. Those are commercialized sticks, if you will, where they mad produce them. The sticks, they take a branch off the goddamn tree and they break that shit and they use that every day. So there's no already bundled up goddamn sticks. These is for people who's mass producing. They got to keep it and preserve it a certain kind of way. I've had those sticks, so I know what I'm talking about. I'm using the real sticks. The fuck? What I'm saying is, in this day and time, if you're not thinking for yourself, so what? You've been a vegan for fucking 30 years. Keep going. Or if your ass get in the fucking food desert and you ain't got your shit with you, your herbs, your supplements, and your oils, and your goddamn drops, and your, the shits that we take for, nutritional and all this other stuff. Yeah, if you ain't got your shit and you ran out and your ass is hungry, trust me, you gonna eat. You gonna fucking eat, or you gonna fucking starve. Either way, you pick your poison. It's not poison. You pick your battle. Shit, going a 40-day that fast. Hell, you never know. But at some point, you gonna fucking feel like your ass gonna fall out. You gonna be like, fuck it, I gotta eat. You know what I mean? Because your body is so used to eating. Unless you've been on regimens and routines where you've been doing 40-day fasts consistently and all the time, yeah, you'll be able to be okay. I'm not talking to the master. I'm not talking to somebody who's mastered this shit. I'm talking to people who's starting out and being hard on themselves. You ain't got to be that hard on yourself, baby. All you got to do is walk in your truth. If you feel like fucking going left and everybody going right, I'm not feeling that. I'm about to go this way. I'm going to take a shortcut. I don't know where I'm at, but something telling me to go down this street. You and a whole fucking, let me tell you this testimony and then I'm going to end. Went to go see a comedian. I'm not going to mention his name, but I went to go see him. He was in Reno, Nevada. And I'm in Sacramento, California, so that's a little hop, skip, and a jump up the road. Nice view, right? Up 80. Oh man, I'm just talking. I wonder if this shit, because you like to be cutting off and shit. Okay, so I was talking about Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart. I have to put in my password. Hey, it's still recording. Good. Okay, so Kevin Hart. Okay, edit that out because I didn't mean to say his name. But anyway, it's not that I don't want to say his name. Hell, I might leave it in. Who gives a fuck? Anyway, I went to go see him and he was funny. I'll give him that. But on the way there, they told us If you're here for the concert, stay over here. People who are not guests, I mean, that's not coming to see, they can go roam freely, but everybody that's coming to see the concert, they had tours to take you down the street to get to where, because it was quite a distance. It was fucking packed, all the hotels was packed out. So we had quite a distance to walk. And so the man said, go this way, go that way, go this way, go this way. I was smoking before I came, so I forgot what the fuck he said. Went to start walking because I was at the end of the exit where everybody started walking, so I was kind of like the leader. So everybody started following me. I was a leader, me and my mother, and we were walking. And I was just walking. I went the right way the first time, but then some told me to go left. And I went left, and I had a whole bunch of people following me. But then I could hear the tour guide say, no, don't go that way. No, we need to keep going straight. Or he said, you need to go right or some shit. Whatever he said, whatever way we was going was the wrong way. So these people in the back of me, mad, they like, damn. He said, because the driver, I mean, the tour guide, he was like, y'all going into the garage or some shit like that in the base or some shit like that. The parking garage. So we ended up going through the parking garage, but then we came back up, and the way we came back up took us further back from the way they came out the front, we came out the back. So I took us under the hotel and then came out the back. But check out how they worked out. So they went their route, and he took the crowd that way. So I had like a fourth of the crowd with me, and 3/4 of the crowd went with him. So they all went, they got there first. They literally got there first. I'm like, oh, fuck. So when we came out to the main street, I noticed it was a crowd of people going this way. So I said, obviously this is the way to go. So then we started walking, me and my mother talking, laughing. I'm like, oh shit. And mama like, sing. Anyway, we going through it. So as we're getting closer, a lot of the people are rushing. walking real fast. And I'm like, they want to get their seat. So by the time they rushing, and me and my mother just taking our time. Because we gonna have to be in that long ass line anyway. You know what I mean? So by the time we get there, some of the people that was behind us, all the people that was behind us passed us by because we were still walking slow. So by the time they passed us up, I was like, damn, we're going to be last, because we was walking slow. We wasn't in a rush. You know what I mean? Because Kevin Hart the comedian, the main headliner don't come out first. There's always a whole bunch of other motherfuckers that come out first, you know? So we wasn't in a rush. We just wanted to see him. We didn't know who was on the list. I don't even know who the fuck we saw that day. It was some comedians. But anyway, so by the time they all pass us, I'm looking at the line. I'm like, God damn, we got to stand in all this shit. Right. So it's okay. So we haven't made it to the entry of the place to get in. So as we're coming closer and closer and closer, this guy comes out. And it's, you know, the little rope, how they rope it off. And then you stand like you at a hotel. I mean, a club. You know how they have the line going along the wall and then you go in through the door. So what happened, by the time we get there, he opens up the little line coming from the side of the street that we was coming. We was coming down the sidewalk one way, and then the people were standing on the wall the other way. So he unlatched the rope and said, anybody who, oh God, what did he say? Anybody who's here, no, fuck, I can't remember what. Let's just say anybody here to see Kevin Hart. I don't know what the fuck he said. Whatever it was, we fit that category. By the time we got to that motherfucking front door, he opened up that thing and he said what he said. We didn't even break a beat. That's how much we was in sync. So when he said what he said, and I was like, hey, that's us. We ain't even got to stand at the back of the line. I grabbed my mother's hand so fast. She was like, what? I was like, come on. Just like that. Don't question shit. Just come on. I know she didn't know because she was heading back she was going towards the right to go around the crowd to get to the back. And I was walking like dead in the center. So I can go left where he opened up the road, or I can go around all the crowd and follow her. But no, when he said what he said, I heard it and I grabbed her hand and she was like, what? Because she was looking that way. She wasn't paying attention. come on, let's go this way. We can go right. And we walked right in. We was like, of course, it was people at the door, but as he was opening it up, we was like maybe 5, 6 through the door. We was number 5 and 6 going through the door because it was people already there. And then because by how he did it, he opened up the rope and then he turned to the left so it would block the other people off. You see what I'm saying? So like 4 people got in, but the rest of the people couldn't until after everybody who qualified for whatever it was he said. And that's what I'm saying. Go with your own flow. Listen to your own spirit. So what, you made a left detour, check out the scenery. And if you get into some shit, you be like, hey, we can go down this street. You know what I mean? Like, I'm one of those ones. I don't always take the same way home. That's just me. You know what I mean? But again, that's a little, code that's within me. I don't like taking the same way home. I don't like going to the same grocery store, same mall, I don't like doing that. I like being different. I like seeing new things. Okay. I like to compare this store, the same store, but I like to see if this environment or this, energy feels better for me. You know what I mean? Like Gap. I don't know if y'all should remember the store called The Gap. Every Gap was the goddamn same, but some of them was really, really different. But mainly when you go in the Gap, it's all the same, right? I don't even know if that store even still exists. I don't even give a fuck, but I'm just using that name as an example. All white and fucking blue jeans everywhere. You know what I mean? Back in the day, that's what they was. And it was like, no, nothing. So they finally started changing the shit up when Old Navy came around. And even they was still like just robotic. You know what I mean? It was like, damn, but anyway, I'm getting off subject, but go with the flow of life. Fuck anybody who tell you, no, do this, you can't do that. You gotta do that. Do what your heart is telling you. You never know. Your body might need that meat, especially if you're not taking your supplements right, especially if you're not out there doing what you need to be doing. I'm speaking to the choir. You know what I mean? I had to learn this the hard way. So be you, baby. I gotta go feed my cat. Shit. This is my first audio coming up next of me explaining why I still love eggs. The nutritional value of eggs is everything. This is why we need to pay attention to our bodies and not what they put out there for us to be narrated by. Narrate your own life, your own story, your own truth. Here you go. This is so damn crazy. The more I don't do nothing, the more I get. It's weird to me. It's so weird to me. I'm sitting here. I looked at a video earlier today or yesterday or whatever. And it was talking about vitamin D3 deficiency and then in the comments it was like, so all I need to do to get my vitamin K2 and vitamin D and calcium is to eat 1 egg a day. Now, mind you, I love eggs. But when you become a vegan, they say you can't eat eggs, or even vegetarian. I don't know. There's so much shit you can't eat if you don't have an egg in it, right? And then some people don't like eggs. I get that. But I remember back in the day, let's say in the 90s, 2000s, right? And shit, no, even up to this day, hell. But I think it became popular around the 2000s, where it was egg yolk versus white yolk. And certain people would be like, don't give me the egg, don't give me the yolk, give me just the white part. And I'm like, okay, whatever, you know what I mean? I didn't question it. I wasn't into healthness back then, didn't give a fuck. Even though I had training and I know about health, but I wasn't into it to the man, fuck, I like eggs. Separating the egg, the yellow from the white, the fuck. That was my thought. So as I get into consciousness and more consciousness, I realized that I really like fucking eggs, right? It was hard. One of the things that was hard for me to get away from was eggs. And to this day, I still eat eggs. Now, here's my thing. Eggs, no, okay, let me say this part. It all depends on if you're getting eggs that's been in a refrigerator, that's been mass produced, that's in a grocery store, versus eggs that come fresh off the farm, that do not sit in the cold. They don't even wipe the poop off. They don't even wipe the feathers off. They don't wipe the dirt off. They don't wipe nothing off. That's how you know these eggs are fresh. I would rather eat these eggs all day, every fucking day, than to eat some egg that was produced in a factory, packaged up to be put in a grocery store, to sit on the shelf for however fucking long in a refrigerator, which they're not supposed to be in a refrigerator. Who fucking knew growing up that we was eating eggs out the refrigerator? I remember growing up, there was times when we would go to the store. It was this drive-through grocery store that was in Hayward, California, and my auntie used to take us there. We would get fresh bread, oh my God, them 5-cent Debbie's and ding dongs, and she used to keep that shit stocked because everything was more fresher back then. The bread, we would get fresh bread. Do you know I get fresh bread if I want to every day here? So going back to the egg, I don't know what got me on this, but I think I saw it late last night, and it stuck in my mind. So now I'm looking up eggs. Eggs have calcium, 56 milligrams, vitamin A, 160 mcg, thiamine, which is B1, 0.04 milligrams, riboflavin, niacin, pantothenic acid, B3, B6, B7, B9, B12, D, E, K, omega-6, omega-3, choline, zinc, selenium, potassium, phosphorus, whatever. What the fuck is this? Molybdenum. It's MOLI. Let me see if this shit's still recording. Okay. MOLYBDENUM. Molybdenum. That's where I will pronounce them. Denum, whatever. Manganese, magnesium, iron, copper, chromium, and then back to calcium. Eggs are only missing vitamin C. Other than that, you can get that in a goddamn orange. The egg has everything in it. Everything. It helps. Vitamin K stops bleeding. Vitamin K, it helps stop bleeding. Zinc boosts the immune system. Calcium, vitamin D, phosphorus keeps bones strong. Vitamin E fights germs and protects cells. Vitamin A, great for vision. Choline, good for brain and spinal cord. Protein builds and repairs tissues such as muscle. Folate lowers odds of birth defects. Okay, that's egg. That's egg. One of the most nutritious foods. It has everything in it. It increases levels of good cholesterol, equal heart health. Aid in weight loss, lowers in calorie but filling. Also supports muscle growth. Very versatile. Almost no carbs. This is an egg. So go back to what I was saying earlier. The yolk versus the white, or the white versus the yolk. The yolk has 55 calories, 3 grams of protein, 5 grams of fat, 90% of vitamins and minerals, including calcium, iron, zinc, and phosphorus. The white part is 17 calories, 4 grams of protein, 0 grams of fat, niacin, and riboflavin. All other vitamins and minerals are in the yolk. So we go to McDonald's, we already deficient in every fucking thing anyway, and then they give us an egg white McMuffin. All of the nutrients is in the fucking yolk, and they tell you to just eat the white part. It says all other vitamins and minerals are in the yolk. You can't listen to what everybody fucking says about what you put in your body, what you do to your body, how you dress your body, how you, whatever the fuck to your body. The more we know, the more we grow. Don't listen to everybody saying, oh, be a vegan, be a vegetarian, or they making it cute. They making it cool. No, nigga, if you know how to eat, you eat sparingly. You eat what you eat whenever you got what you got. Because if your motherfucking ass is hungry, you will eat a McDonald's McMuffin, sausage McMuffin, egg McMuffin, grilled, whatever the fuck you got, whatever they got. If your ass is hungry, shit, that's a homeless person. A homeless person don't give a fuck if you get it from McDonald's or if you go in your kitchen and cook it. If they hungry, they will eat. They know how to survive these streets. They know motherfuckers will try to poison them, but they walk in spirit. And if it's not meant for them, they will not eat that food. If it is meant for them, they will eat it. They know energy. Y'all think these people are dumb. They on an assignment. These are our guardian angels protecting the goddamn streets. And we look at these people as, oh, they dirty, they stank, they musty, they ain't took a bath, they ain't got no, what the fuck? If your ass is homeless, man, Nick, look, you ain't never been there. For you to judge somebody, you can't talk about some shit you ain't never been through. Yeah, they say just because you ain't never been pregnant, you can't teach a woman how to be a mother. Fuck you. There are some women that's giving birth to children that they have no connection to. And when I hear that shit, that boggles my motherfucking mind. Just because you brought a child into this world, that don't mean you have the right to take that motherfucker out. That child belongs to somebody else, greater than you. You were just a portal to get they ass here. Don't let this shit go over your head and don't get in your fucking feelings. It is what it is. You know who you are. You didn't have no connection with your children. And you beating yourself up because you thought that you were supposed to be loving and doing all this shit. No, they just needed to come through you. You forgot all about your life, fucked up in the head because of what somebody else said that you were supposed to do with your children. No, you're supposed to give them motherfuckers birth and then give them to who the hell you gave them to. You beating your own damn self up because of the shit you did in the past. That was in the past. Grow the fuck up. There's so many women that I know that have children that they did not have no connection to, and I'm boggled by that. But I understand on a deeper level, on a higher level, on a multifaceted plane. You're not here for everybody. You're here to do your part, and your part was to bring those vessels here because your womb was fertile and open and it was clean, it was good, it was healthy for them to survive in. However those children turned out, that's their fucking life. You didn't have nothing to do with it. Be proud of that. If they turned out good, be proud of that. If they turned out fucked up, be proud of that. Because you didn't have nothing to do with that. Even if you was a fucked up individual, that ain't got shit to do with them. Yeah, they living out your karmas and your dreams and all the shit you had to go through and all your mama's traumas and all of that other shit. Yeah, that's in them, but they have to figure that shit out on their own. They have their own purpose to come here and live. That's not your journey. Finish your journey. Finish your purpose. You probably supposed to have 10. You were supposed to have 10 children. I ain't gonna let that. Don't let that shit go over your head. These motherfuckers had to find another way to come in because they knew that you was the most fertile ground. Who don't want to plant their goddamn seed in some fertile ground, knowing they gonna get some good fruit? But you killed the motherfuckers off before they even had a goddamn chance. Now they gotta find another goddamn vessel that's even worthy of their being. These were divine beings coming in, but they needed somebody who was unaware of who they were to allow them to be who they are. This shit is bigger than, oh, have children, 2-3 children by the time you're 30, married in the house and picket fence and all this other shit that they done fed to us. We're greater than that. Not everybody was meant to have children in this world. Because we're in this world, we're not of this world. How dare we produce children for this world? Know who the fuck you are. Man, hang up my damn phone.